Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect, King of Games. And today, we are going to be watching an insane matchup between Danger and, of course, Crusadia Guardragon. Now, I know you ladies and gentlemen have been wanting a live match for quite some time, and me and TJ tried our best to get you guys the best quality content. We actually did. The only unfortunate thing is that I accidentally deleted the content. And yeah, we're gonna have to give you guys a test game instead. Now, there are some pretty obvious misplays to you guys inside of this game. We were definitely in the beginning stages of learning these decks. And yeah, I'll be able to point out those misplays as well as show you guys the correct way to play it. And then on top of that, be able to give you guys a little insight on what you can and can't do. So I do hope you guys still enjoy this game. It didn't necessarily affect the overall gameplay of this. I just wanted to put that out there that there are going to be some pretty noteworthy mistakes. So TJ already popping off using Danger Sunoko's effect to discard the Danger of Nessie and special summon it to itself to its side of the field to draw a card, as well as the Danger of Nessie to getting him Mothman. He's going to go ahead and use Mothman's effect. And I'm going to discard another card from his hand. It happens to be the Danger Jackalope. So, whoa. TJ is going to go ahead and get a Mothman to his side of the field, a draw. And then Danger Jackalope's effect is going to trigger to allow him to special summon Danger Ogopogo to his side of the field. TJ is definitely in the driver's seat. 5 monsters on his side of the field. He's going to go ahead and use 3 of them for a link summon into the Phantom Knight's Rusty Bardic. Now, I know I completely forgot to mention the Phantom Sky Blaster, but don't worry. Its ability to provide tokens on the side of the field is not forgotten. TJ is then going to use the Phantom Knight Rusty Bardic to send the Phantom Knight's Boots from his deck to a graveyard, allowing him to set a Phantom Knight Spell or Trap card from his deck to his side of the field. He's going to take that advantage using Boots, sending Boots to the graveyard to set the Phantom Knight's rank up magic, and then using the Phantom Knight's Boots to add the Phantom Knight's Brigandine from his deck to his hand. Woo! It was a little complicated, was it not? Saying all those Phantom Knight cards so many times. Now, TJ would normally use the Brigandine to assist him in making EVILSWARN Thanatos, but he doesn't need it. He already has the 2 level 4 monsters on his side of the field. He's going to summon EVILSWARN, as I like to call him, Thanos, and use its ability to add an Infinity Stone. Now, what I mean Infinity Stone, Thanos does have the ability to make its effect or make himself unaffected by other card effects, but that's not the real reason why we play it. We don't really care that it makes it unaffected. We care that it actually can detach materials from itself. TJ's now going to go ahead and use Danger Thunderbird. 2 last cards in his hand. This is where the Danger game could be over. I can hit the Danger Thunderbird, and I'm not sure if TJ could follow up there. But no, I'm going to hit the Danger Chupacabra, and wow. TJ is definitely putting himself in a very good position. Chupacabra allowing him to special summon Ogopogo back to his side of the field. Now he has Thunderbird, a draw, and an Ogopogo on his side of the field. He's going to use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon. He's going to be able to lock me out of the game pretty well, summoning number 38, Hope Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy. And what this card does, for the people that don't know, is that it can negate spell cards and attach it to itself. And if I summon a monster lower than Titanic Galaxy and decide to attack, well, you're going to be in trouble because Titanic Galaxy can redirect that attack to himself. So, on my standby phase, TJ is going to use EVILSWARN Thanos to add another Infinity Stone. And I'm going to start off by normal summoning Crusadia Maximus to my side of the field. TJ has all of the Infinity Stones right now. He's going to go ahead and flip that phase down to Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Launch, using that Thanos into make, you know, the Alter Entity as a thought. Now, this card's a genuine thought. Like, seriously. This card has been around the block so many times. It went from Goki, then it went from Rongo combos, and now it's in Danger. You don't want to play with this deck. He's going to go ahead and negate or prevent all my monsters from being activated for the entire turn. That's going to pretty much turn off a lot of my combos. I'm going to use the Maximus to make Crusadia Magius, and then I'm going to summon Leonis to my side of the field. Keep in mind, those Crusadia monsters can special summon themselves to a monster where a link arrow points to. They're not activated effects. I'm then going to use Leonis and the Magus for another link summon, and here's where actually this is a huge misplay. I summoned Crusadia Spatha, but I don't know what I was thinking. The correct card would have been summoned any Link to Dark monster, because I do have a White Dragon Wyvern Buster in my hand, not the Black Dragon. I'm then going to go ahead and summon Arborea, using both of those monsters for a link summon into my Crusadia Equimax. Now, I did have an Underclock Taker at this point in time inside of my extra deck. I should have summoned the Underclock Taker. As you guys are going to see, one of the goofiest bloops that you probably, or bloopers you will see on the TheCaliEffect channel. I'm going to banish a Crusadia Magus, special summon a White Dragon Wyvern Buster, and you're like, Magus isn't isn't a dark monster CaliEffect. You need to banish a dark monster, which that's where that Link 2 monster would have came in handy. I'm also going to make that Crusadia Equimax to my side of the field. The Equimax is going to gain a significant amount of attack, and it's going to actually allow it to be able to attack over the Azathoth. Now, and if I were to go back, I definitely would have attacked into the Rusty Bardic, but I mean, to be honest with you guys, it just kind of didn't matter what I attacked into. TJ had some really good power plays going on right now, and now that I think about it, if I remember correctly, he can actually attach a material to the Azathoth, and the Azathoth maybe has another effect. So it is what it is. TJ's then going to follow up with the beginning of the end. If there ever was a time where you'd be like, yeah, this should be game, it's now. The beginning of the end can only be activated when he has 7 dark monsters or more dark monsters in his graveyard. He banishes 5 of them and he draws 3 cards. TJ is back inside of the game, 5 cards in his hand. He's locked and reloaded and ready to play again. He's going to set 2 cards face down and then activate Danger Mothman in his hand, shuffling his hand and showing me some more cards for me to discard. And I have to try to find the Mothman. Now, he set 2, he has 3 in his hand. I'm going to go ahead and select the Knightmare or Cust. And wow, what a time to be alive. He's going to summon that Mothman and draw another card. I am not at all state right now. We're not in good hands. TJ is definitely controlling this board right here, right now. He's going to use that Orcust Knightmare to banish itself to send an Orcust monster from his deck to the graveyard. That Orcust monster is probably going to be Harp Horror, because then she can follow up her effect by special summoning a monster to his side of the field, which is just more free links for TJ. He's trying to figure out what he can do to continuously break my board. He pretty much has this game stowed away just by the look at my board. It's literally just a Crusadia Equimax and a White Dragon Buster. Like, I probably could have OTK'd him if he didn't Azathoth me. He's going to use Danger Response Team, if there ever was icing on the cake, to bounce my Equimax, to bounce his Mothman, and then use the effect of his Crusadia Harp Horror to banish itself to summon a Orcust monster from his deck to his side of the field. Now, keep in mind at this point in time, TJ cannot summon any other monsters other than dark monsters for the rest of the turn, since he did use his Orcust Nightmare's effect in the graveyard, as well as his Orcust Harp Horror. He's then going to go ahead and follow up with Danger Mothman, shuffling his hand yet again. I have a 50-50 chance, and I'm actually going to get the Mothman this time. So discard the Mothman, everybody draws a card and then discards a card. He's going to discard and then Orcust. And I'm like, wow, so it looks like you have everything you've needed. It really didn't even matter, did it? And I'm pretty sure he's just smiling like, nah, it didn't really matter. I can do whatever I want. TJ wants to get rid of my Wyvern Buster, but it almost doesn't matter. He could have used both of those monsters for a Link Summon of Underclock Taker. That actually would have been the legal placing. That Nightmare Cerberus is a Earth monster and not a Dark monster. He can only summon Dark monsters for right here. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I can emphasize that this was a test game. My real game got deleted. And to be honest with you guys, besides the mistakes, this game was actually a lot better. If like we could take back the mistakes and play real Yu-Gi-Oh!, it would have been a lot funner to see this, because TJ activates another beginning of the end, and it's literally the beginning of the end for us. Like, there's no playing that. He just drew 3 more cards, and now he's going to activate Danger Thunderbird using its ability. I think he only has, I'm not sure how many cards he has left in hand right now. He only has 2, so hit the Thunderbird, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, CaliEffect. I'm going to go ahead and select a card, and I am extremely unlucky today. I am hitting every card, not the Danger card that I need. I'm going to hit the Danger Jackalope. Jackalope's going to trigger its effect to allow him to special summon the Danger Bigfoot. Now, keep in mind, even if we were to go back and revisit that game, it really wouldn't have mattered that TJ could only summon dark monsters. He still would have had enough damage to put out on the board to win the game. So I'm going to start off first by normal summoning Crusadia Maximus to make it into a Crusadia Magius, and then special summon our Reclusa to the Magius using Magius's effect, allowing me to add 1 Crusadia monster from my deck to my hand. And if you guys want to see that Danger deck profile, let's try to get this video to 300 likes, ladies and gentlemen. I have an insane Danger deck profile. It is fun. It is crazy. It is dangerous. Really excited to show it to you guys, if you so willing. I'm going to go ahead and use the Reclusa and the Magus for a Link Summon into Crusadia Spatha. I hope I'm saying that card's name right. It could be Spatha. Then I'm going to summon Crusadia Draco to my side of the field, using Draco's ability to allow me to add Crusadia Maximus. And now you guys are starting to witness it. This is Crusadia Guardragon, baby. Prepare for some insane plays. I'm going to go ahead and special summon Elpi Guardragon or Guardragon Elpi to my side of the field using Spatha Effect to move Guardragon to the right. And now since 2 arrows point to the same direction, I can go ahead and special summon a dragon monster from my deck to my side of the field, that being Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. A monster that will wreak havoc to TJ and allow me to get some really good board advantage. I'm going to use that Red Eyes Darkness Metal's effect to special summon a dragon monster from my graveyard to my side of the field, that being Guardragon or Crusadia Draco. And now I have 4 monsters on my side of the field. Once TJ is done shuffling my deck, I feel like I'm going to go into that huge link play. So yes, we're going to use the Red Eyes, the Elpi, the Draco, and the Spatha for a link summon into YuGiOh Skull Dread. Now, you guys should already be familiar with what Skull Dread does. I get to draw 4 cards and put 3 to the bottom of my deck. The reason why this deck is so deadly is because you can make YuGiOh quite a few times and sculpt the hand that you desire. And that's exactly what Crusadia is really good at, making those huge negate boards by sculpting whatever you need into your hand. It can be really problematic for the opponent. I'm then going to go ahead and follow up with my extender card by special summoning a Black Dragon Calip Serpent, banishing the Crusadia Magus. Now, it's kind of crazy. I banished the Magus for both dragons. It's not light and dark TheCaliEffect. It's one or the other. I'm then going to go ahead and follow up with a card that I drew, the Kyoto Waterfront. So YuGiOh allowing me to manipulate my hand, and even in mid-sequence, you can draw the Kyoto Waterfront and still pop off with combos. I'm going to use the Black Dragon Calip Serpent to summon Guardragon Pisty to my side of the field, and then Pisty to revive, or I'm sorry, Guardragon Calip Serpent's effect to add White Dragon Wyvern Buster from my deck to my hand. And then Pisty is going to be able to revive that Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from my graveyard to my side of the field. Now, I know you guys are really hype about what this Crusadia deck can do. The Red Eyes Darkness Metal is going to allow me to special summon a dragon monster, so that Crusadia Draco is coming right back. Unfortunately, the Guard Dragon monsters can only be special summoned once, so I can't link them off and use them as material and bring them back and whatnot. But what I can do is keep on bringing that Crusadia Draco back to extend my combos, and it looks like I'm pretty much ready to take this to another level. So the next monster that's going to come off the board is my Red Eyes and my YuGiOh to make my Guardragon Argapane. Now, Argapane is really good because it allows me to special summon a monster from my extra deck to my side of the field. I considered the matchup. I do really like Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, but I gotta put that $55 YOLO swag on the side of the field. I gotta summon that Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. The ability to negate face-up cards is really strong into this format, and it's just a very, very powerful card. It's strong attack and the ability to negate multiple things that are face-up on the field, I just could not ignore. Also, Crystal Wing is still really good, so, you know, there's that. I'm then going to go ahead and banish the Black Dragon to special summon the White Dragon from my hand to my side of the field. And now the White Dragon, the Pisty, the Argapane, and the Draco are going to be used for another link summon, bringing me to a 3 counter on my Kyoto Waterfront. That's going to go ahead and make YuGiOh Skull Dread. Now, YuGiOh Skull Dread is in the wrong extra monster zone. You want it to be in the opposite extra monster zone. And it's for the purpose of, you know, you kind of want to have a free monster zone to put another extra monster into. I'm going to go ahead and use the effect of YuGiOh and my Black Dragon Calip Serpent. You guys are going to see me like, I don't know why I drew first, but I definitely using the effect of Black Dragon Calip Serpent to search, as well as the ability of, my White Dragon Wyvern Buster to search, as well as the ability of YuGiOh, which allows me to manipulate how I want this. I can actually put the Black Dragon Calip Serpent back into my deck and keep one of those cards that I drew, or an additional card that I drew into my hand. So reconsidering exactly what I did, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle what I'm pretty sure I do shuffle the Black Dragon into this. I don't think that this game will last that much longer. And for the people that want to see that Crusadia deck profile, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. TheCaliEffect got you. Go ahead and check down below in that comment section, or in the description, my apologies. That link will take you to an insane Guardragon deck profile. Now, I did change up the deck a little bit, and Discord users will be able to see it right away. Like right now, go ahead and check Discord. You'll be able to see that. For the people that are on, just YouTube, if you guys want to see it, once the video does reach 300 likes, it will be revealed to the public. I'm expecting it to hit 300 likes because you want to see that Danger deck profile. But if it so happens to hit at a different point in time, and the Danger deck profile isn't revealed, then it's okay, ladies and gentlemen. We'll still reveal it to Patreon. And I mean, of course, the Danger deck profile, because I'm pretty sure that's what you guys want anyways, because you don't like me. But back onto the game, I'm going to go ahead and use Saryuja to special summon Gamseo, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. And that's going to give me a whole lot of negates. I'm also going to special summon Crusadia Maximus to my side of the field. And then I'm going to go ahead and follow up by using the monster effect that is so deadly inside of this Crusadia deck. Destrudo is going to allow me to special summon itself by paying half of my life points, putting me at 4,000, but I'm going to use both of those monsters for a synchro summon. And no, I'm not going to summon that FA Don Dragstar. I'm actually going to summon Cyberus Quantum Dragon. The ability that my opponent can't attack any of my other monsters, can't target any of my other monsters, and then gets rid of other cards, I thought it was really good to ignore, and I felt that I had enough negations. I have 1, 2, 3 negations on field right now. TJ is going to start off with the Phantom Sky Blaster, and there's my 4th negation. I'm going to be able to use Infinite Impermanence to negate the Phantom Sky Blaster. He's not going to be able to summon any other monsters or any other tokens. Nah, we ain't part of that. TJ is then going to follow up with Danger Chupacabra, and I'm not feeling that, fam. I'm going to use Gamseo Sea Turtle Kaiju to negate and banish that card. TJ is definitely not feeling this right now. He's going to use Allure Darkness. I'm like, cool, go ahead and use Allure Darkness. I actually do have a response after you draw and banish your card. He's going to banish the Destrudo. I'm going to discard the Droll Lockbird. TJ can no longer add more cards from his deck to his hand. I still have a couple of more negates on my field. He's not in great shape. He's going to go ahead and look through his extra deck. He's deciding, are we going into game 3, ladies and gentlemen? Game 1 was decided swiftly. Game 2 was decided swiftly. And it looks like game 3 was decided ever so quickly inside of the first turns. This is insane. Both of these tier 1-like decks, we already know Danger is a tier 1 deck. We kind of feel that Crusadia Guardragon is a tier 1 deck. Have been going at it, deciding the games within the first few turns. This might be what Yu-Gi-Oh was about, ladies and gentlemen, so don't complain, just appreciate. TJ is going to go ahead and normal summon the Dark GREPHER, using its ability to send Danger Nessie from the deck or from his hand to the graveyard, and then sending a Harp Horror. No, he's going to go ahead and retract that. It is going to go ahead and send a more appropriate card to the graveyard, maybe Destrudo or even Blackwing Zephyro. He's going to go ahead and send Destrudo to the graveyard. He's then going to trigger Danger Nessie. Since it was discarded from his hand to the graveyard, he's going to be able to add Danger Chupacabra from his deck to his hand. TJ now running low on resources. He still has the Destrudo in the graveyard, the Nessie in his hand. He's going to go ahead and use his Danger Sunoco, relying on actually not much, because the Sunoco is going to summon itself no matter what. If I hit the Chupacabra, then yes, he's going to be able to extend even crazier. But if I don't hit the Chupacabra, or I'm sorry, if I do hit the Sunoco, then yeah. So yeah, great. CaliEffect, you hit the Chupacabra. This is literally the CaliEffect's luck 2019. If there were ever a time to be able to explain how my month or how my week is going, look at me hit all these wrong Danger cards. So TJ is now going to go ahead and use both the Danger Nessie and the Sunoco for a link summon into Nightmare Cerberus. And then he's going to use the Cerberus for a link summon again into his Nightmare Mermaid. Mermaid allowing him to discard Danger Jackalope from his hand to the graveyard. So it feels like it didn't matter what I hit. He would have been able to get a good monster to his side of the field. That's going to allow him to special summon Orcust Nightmare to his side of the field. He's also going to use Jackalope's effect to special summon Danger Ogopogo, and he's going to start popping off. This is crazy how consistently powerful this deck is. All you have to do is start hitting the wrong cards, and Dangers can get a lot more dangerous. And I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is brought to you by Imperium Duelists. Go ahead and check them out. If you guys want to get a special discount on Imperium Duelists, use the CaliEffect 10 off, and you will receive 10% off of your purchase. TJ inspecting his graveyard, trying to find another play. Oh, these Dangers, they're really good. So it doesn't look really promising, but he does have the Destrudo Lost Dragon Fission, paying half of his life points to special summon Fission to his side of the field. And now he's going to use all 3 of those monsters for a link summon. And we already know he's going to make Rusty Bardic to his side of the field. Now, the problem with that is I actually do have the Infinite Impermanence to stop the Rusty Bardic from you know, causing too much damage. He didn't put the Destrudo to the bottom of his deck. Now, that isn't, I don't think that that's too much. I think he could put another Dark Monster into his graveyard. But we're just going to go ahead and ignore that just because, like, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. We're watching it now. TJ is then going to follow up by using his Orcust Nightmare to use his Orcust Harp Horror. This is another one of those misplays. He actually should have summoned the monster that he's going to summon after this first, because when you use your Orcust monsters in the graveyard, you can't summon anything else except for Dark Monsters. So, again, this could be easily fixed by just summoning the monster that he's going to summon right now first, and he wouldn't be in this predicament. He's going to go ahead and use the Rusty Bardic and the Orcust Nightmare into the Nightmare Griffin. Again, a light monster, but if he would have summoned it in the reverse way, he would have been fine. And then he's going to follow up with the beginning of the end, banishing 5 Dark Monsters from his graveyard and leaving the Destrudo for some reason. I mean, he probably, it's like he knows the card's supposed to go to the bottom of the deck, but he doesn't even care. To draw 3 additional cards from his deck to his hand. TJ refueled his hand. He put himself in a really good position. And even though this play is seen as almost quote-unquote illegal, it's pretty much fixable just by summoning the appropriate monster, the Nightmare Griffin, first, before you start going into the Orcust engine. So TJ is going to set 1 card face down, and it looks like he's going to go back around and start popping off with his monster effects again. We know he has more danger cards. He's going to go ahead and activate the effect of his Danger Bigfoot. He wants to get as much board presence as possible. And I remember, actually, I do believe at this time we were playtesting, we wanted to see if, he wanted to see if he could actually get into what he needed, even though I did stop the Rusty Bardic. So he's going to hit the Sunoco. I'm going to hit the Sunoco. He's going to summon Bigfoot and draw a card. And Sunoco's going to get summoned to his side of the field. So he's trying to dig deep into his Thanos play, because he knows if he makes that Thanos play, it'll be game. So all of that aside, again, there's going to be another huge misplay. Not necessarily a misplay, but I guess he just didn't know. He's going to use all those for a Link 4 of Saryuja Skull Dread. But when you guys look at it in hindsight, of course he wouldn't know to, like, you know, he couldn't summon Saryuja if he's going to summon Nightmare, you know, Phoenix before, or Nightmare Griffin. Which, this is just a completely legal play. Unfortunately, his turn should have passed right then and there, but again, I actually think that if he had any other Dark Extenders or any other cards just to extend, he probably could have still put a Saryuja on the board if the Orcust Nightmare was just a different card and he didn't need to go that route. He still has Nightmare Griffin and Saryuja on the field, activating the effect of his Mothman, hitting the Thunderbird to summon Mothman to his side of the field, allowing him to draw his card. And I remember him specifically telling me that he drew the rank up magic spell card, but for some reason he put it to the bottom of his deck. Like, that was just like, that's literally the win condition you were hoping for. And then he's going to go ahead and use Lure of Darkness twice, trying to dig into what he needs, banishing the Phantom Skybraster and his only way of searching the Rank Up Magic spell card and Boots. And now he's going to use Mothman's effect. So I'm not 100% sure what's his end game right here. If I hit the Mothman, he's still in pretty good shape because Mothman allowed him to draw and discard. I'm going to go ahead and hit the Mothman. Sweet, we finally came in clutch. We're both able to draw a card and then discard a card. TJ is going to discard Shadow Beast. He's going to get another draw. So yeah, good job, TJ. You did it. You allowed yourself to draw more cards. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and discard Kyoto Waterfront. Must be really tough to get rid of such a powerful card. So TJ cheating his way into a really good board. No, I'm just playing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure you guys don't really care. You just want to see an insanely fun match. And this was definitely one of them. I'm going to go ahead and take that to the side of the field, read that Nightmare Griffin like, huh, that's a really cool card. It'd be a shame if I sent it to the graveyard for this Kaiju Cue the Horns, because this is about to get crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and Kaiju that Nightmare Griffin and put it in the opposite extra monster zone, or to the tail end of my extra monster zone that I can occupy. I'm going to normal summon Crusadia Maximus for a Link summon to Crusadia Magus, and now I'm going to special summon Crusadia Leonis. Oh my god, do I have the OTK? I did not play Crusadia Regulex, the lion monster, at this point in time, and that actually would have been the OTK right there. I have a Kaiju on his side of the field. I have the ability to summon 2 Crusadia monsters, so being able to have the Crusadia spell card, or the access to the field spell, would be pivotal. But unfortunately, again, I don't play the Regulex. I don't know why I didn't play the Regulex. Oh, because of Decode Talker, or not Decode Talker, because of Underclock Taker. I needed the Dark Target. So that I didn't even summon. Crazy. I kind of spooked myself. But I have the terraforming. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this just might be game. I'm going to terraforming for the Crusadia Revival, Spatha on my side of the field. This just might be it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm then going to go ahead and follow up by special summoning the Crusadia Draco to my side of the field. Draco allowing me to add the Maximus from my graveyard to my hand. And now I can use both Spatha and Draco for another Link summon into, that's right, Crusadia Max, or Crusadia Equimax. This bad puppy with the revival is not only going to make the monster really big, double damage, attack all of his monsters. I'm going to be able to summon the Maximus and inflict, whoa, that's just, this looks like it's over. And add icing on the cake, I have the World Legacy statue for the Crusadia Leonis. This is insane. That Crusadia Maximus is a whopping total, if I'm correct, 8,600 attack, can attack all of his monsters, inflicts double damage. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Crusadia still the show. Even with TJ being able to summon an extra Saryuja with, you know, being limited to only summoning dark monsters. This was still a very fun match to play, and I hope in the very near future, we're going to be able to get you guys some mistake list or some very low mistake games. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of The Cali Effect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And if you didn't, let us know what we could do to be better. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.